do this for myself. Bakit hindi?
Yes!
Parang I want that freedom.
I'm not speaking in behalf of those bashers. Ha? Nakakaloka kayo dyan talaga eh. Baka ma-edit out pa ako dito.
What is the next dream? When you make more
More money.
money, you also spend more money
Mhm.
to sustain your new lifestyle. Mas marami ka ng pera, mas social ka na, mas mahal na yung ginagastos mo.
Yeah.
Worth it bang patulan ng basher sa TikTok na nagsasabing hindi ka naman beauty queen material?
Di na uulitin.
Sa buhay, ang dali maging confident sa decisions natin. Mag-shift ng career, gumastos sa matagal mo ng gusto, sumugal sa love life, o yung mga random decisions na parang, ito na yon. But after some time, bigla ka na lang mapapaisip. Wait, worth it ba talaga yon? Welcome to Worth It Ba with Erica Lucas at Joel. Ang podcast kung saan pinag-uusapan ang real-life decisions. The excitement, the expectations, the sacrifices, at yung reality check pagkatapos. Walang filter, real talk lang. Mga kwentong totoo, reflections na relatable, at barkada-level conversations about life choices. Because every decision has a story. Pero sa huli, isa lang ang tanong. Worth it ba? Powered by Salmon. Making smarter money decisions simpler for everyone.
Hello there!
Yes.
Welcome to another episode of Worth It Ba!
Yes! Hello everyone! You're still with us. I'm Erica.
And I'm Joelle. At napaka-exciting na conversation
Yes, yes,
natin.
yes.
Lagi, malalaking decisions na naman.
Mhm.
Because I've been thinking, I've been
Okay.
thinking about yung fantasy lang of being your own, like having your own dreams and making things happen. Yun yung nakikita ko lagi na conversation online. Yung parang the fantasy of a Makati girl na
Yes.
yung may mga flower walking
Yes.
around and just doing your
Mm-mm.
fitness things. And like, it's become that kind of thing that people have wanted to achieve. A lot. Hindi naman lahat, pero marami. Pero what does it take, para ma-achieve yung pangarap na yun, however way that looks like.
Yes,
Yung ganun
parang
siya.
ikaw ang sarili mong boss.
Oo.
Kahit ano mangyari, wala akong ibang susundin, sarili ko lang.
Oo.
Parang nagka-crisis naman ako sa sinabi mo ate. Inisip ko tuloy, ganun ba ako?
Ano ba
Nasa
yung
ganun na
fantasy
ba
mo?
akong stage? Fantasy ko yun, pero nandun na ba ako? Nagkaroon pa na ako ng crisis.
Nasang stage ka na ba ng ano?
Parang ang stage ko ngayon, pa lang. Fino-fantasize ko pa rin siya. Yun
Okay.
pa
She's
lang.
still
Oh yes,
daydreaming.
yes.
But it's perfect because we're gonna have this conversation with our guest today.
Of course.
Kasi ang dami niyang inikot na ang dami niyang choices na
Oo.
ginawa that have great things that we've seen. A lot of lessons also, which
Yes.
she's so generously shared online. If you've been
Yes.
chronically online, you probably have seen many parts of her stories.
Sure yan.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
like aside from being a content creator, full-time na siya. She is primarily a storyteller and
yes.
she's had different eras, no?
Mhm.
Like, pa siya, the fantasy of living in Spain, may ganun pa
Yes.
siyang era.
Yes.
And then she strut the runway, nag-Miss Universe pa siya. Ang dami-daming. And there's that brave courage
Oo.
that I've always admired.
Very strong girl talaga. Mm-mm.
So there we go. Today,
Ayun
we're
na.
gonna guest Miss
Ayin
Ayin Bernas!
Hello, Erica. Hello, Joel.
Yes.
Nakakaloka naman ang ating intro. But very true. Maraming side quests.
Ang saya! And that's what we're gonna talk about
Yes,
today.
nakakaloka ang intro kasi parang sa lahat ng napanood yung content ni Miss Ayin, she's everywhere.
Oo.
And parang ang dami niya na talagang naging persona. Pwede ko pa matawag na persona yung ganun. 'Di ba? Parang yung bukod sa na-mention nyo, of course, there's more to her. And
Oo.
pag-uusapan natin yan ngayon.
Oo.
Parang nakakakaba naman itong mga
Ang
ganitong
daming
conversation.
chapters So magre-rewind muna tayo, no?
Mm-mm.
Ano what was that big dream for you first? Like as a child, ano siya? Like ano yung fantasy mo nun? So nakikita
Si
natin
Little
yung fantasy.
Ayin muna tayo,
Oo.
yes.
What was the fantasy?
Honestly, ang dami ko talagang fantasy sa life, no? Pero, so my yearbook said, yung
Okay.
prep yearbook ko, I want to be an artist. So,
Okay.
meron akong multiple dreams. So, I want to be an artist. I don't know what that meant. But also, I wanted to be a beauty queen, of
Yes.
course.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
big dream. I would watch it every year.
Mhm.
And then, eventually, over the years, when I was much younger, creative freedom. That was the dream. Like, I always said it, creative freedom. Pag ako
Yes.
talaga nagka-creative freedom, that was it. So, Yeah, yun ang mga pangarap ko.
In fairness, marami namang na-check na dun, no?
And then, talagang with creativity ang atake ni Miss Ayin simula prep. Simula prep.
Pero bakit mahiningi ang creative freedom? Did you not have that?
Oh, because my first job, I worked at an agency and I was a copywriter.
Okay.
And when you write for other brands, other people, syempre wala naman akong say kung ano yung final output kasi i-approve ng kung sino man ng
The
boss ko,
heads.
ganyan. And then I would even write speeches for my boss. So I would ghostwrite yung mga speeches niya sa mga conference, ganyan. And I was like, I can do this for myself. Bakit hindi?
Yes.
Parang I want that freedom na, you know, when I work on something, it's by Ayin Bernos. Like, I want to see my name attached to my work. So, yun talaga ang ultimate dream before.
Wow. So, what was that decision, no, that you made na parang, okay, ilalabas na natin yung pangalan ko out there. She ain't gonna be a ghostwriter
by
anymore.
Ayin Bernos. Yes.
What was that first decision then?
Nakakatawa because I remember the first time I had to publicly own my creative work. Kasi I had a poetry page on Facebook.
Okay.
And it was anonymous. Parang I went by the pseudonym With Love Maria. Ganyan.
With Love Maria.
And then, so it got some followers. Konti lang, like mga 1,000 ganyan. But then I would post my poems.
I love it!
And then, eventually, blogging was a thing, right? I was like, may 1,000 followers na siya, might as well. Like, what if this was Ayin Bernos? Yeah, maybe I can soft launch it. Na parang, you know, I'm also, hello, it's me. Hindi ko alam na sa Facebook pala, if you change the name of your Facebook page, it alerts all of your followers.
Yes.
So, aware na sila.
So, parang,
okay.
in-out ko sarili
It was
ko.
a hard
It was a hard
launch.
launch na, okay, With Love Maria, change her name to Ayin Bernos. Parang,
okay.
yeah, but I have to
Share.
own it now na, okay, I create stuff, I share stuff, that's it. So, parang yun yung pinaka-first introduction ko na, fine.
Inown na niya.
Ito na.
Oh my gosh.
How was that like? Meron ka bang ano nun, Miss Ayin? Kasi diba from agency, and we all know kapag nakapagtrabaho kayo sa agency, medyo talagang puksaan siya ng brains.
Oh, yeah.
And then, from eto na, ilalabas na si Ayin, meron bang naging shift na like, oh my God, I feel so empowered. Moment ko to. May ganun ba? Or mas kinabahan ka ba?
Actually, sobrang slow nung transition ko. Kasi I didn't quit talaga like a full-time job until like 5 years after I started vlogging. Parang I started my YouTube channel. Nasa agency pa ako. So I was a copywriter.
Okay.
And then I was doing this on the side. Like always. After my 9 to 5, pag uwi ko, I'll film and then I'll edit and then I'll upload and then I'll do it again.
Yes.
And then wala siyang exact turning point, but I wanted to craft a life where it's possible for me to have creative freedom. So parang I inched my way towards that. So which is why, Joel, you said kanina na I went to Spain.
Yeah.
The reason why I went to Spain was I found a job that was 16 hours a week lang. Kasi syempre, yung day job ko, 40 hours plus overtime. Parang paano pa ako mag-vlog nun?
Yeah.
So when I found out na merong job as an English teacher in Spain, tas 16 hours a week lang. Oh my gosh. Fantasy talaga. Like, pwedeng-pwede to for me na, okay, I'll work 16 hours a week. I'll live in Madrid. Like, ano yung fantasy na to? And then, mag-vlog ako. So, my plan was, okay, if I can't sustainably create content with this 9 to 5, I'll find another 9 to 5 that's maybe
less
shorter than a 9 to 5, then I'll go do that. So, nag-apply ako sa job na to. And then yun, I moved to Spain for 1 school year. And then, todo vlog ako nun. As in like, vlog every day, ganyan. A day in my life, ganyan. So yun. And then, umuwi ako eventually to, kasi na-realize ko, hala, parang wala akong progression here. Hindi ko rin makaka-work yung brands from Spain. It was hard. So I was like, okay, yung inipon ko sa Spain, I wanted to start yung t-shirt printing business ko. So, that's why I had Morena the label.
Eto na si Morena.
Parang it was like decisions na I never really fully, okay, I'm gonna quit everything and just do content. It was never like that. It was always like, what can I do so I can build my content on the side.
Yun yung parang sinet. It was
Yes.
slow and intentional din. Kahit di mo pinlano, parang the goal was still there. And
Yeah.
like lahat ng mga decisions mo
Yes.
papunta doon.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Morena the label.
Eto
so
na
that was
siya.
your that was the main project na pag-uwi mo dito, right?
Yes.
How was that? And like, let's talk expensive lessons from that.
Yes.
Pinag-ipunan mo, which is great. We love someone
Mhm.
planning, but this is like your first like major.
Yeah.
But it's a big.
First business venture,
Yeah.
madam, di ba?
Yeah.
Si Morena. So,
Mhm.
meron ka bang mga fears noon?
How was that?
Or
I guess-
like, parang hindi mo in-expect na, ay, ganito pala mga gastos pag nag-open ng business.
Pero mahirap kasi yun. Well, number one, nasaktuhan ako shortly after launching. Biglang nag-pandemic, nag-lockdown. So, hindi
Ang
naman
timing.
di ba? Ang ganda. Hindi naman kasi essential
Shocks.
goods,
Okay.
di ba?
Mhm.
Like, they were very strict on like what goes out, ganyan. So, hindi naman food. So, it was
Mhm.
hard kasi hindi siya essential. So, medyo mahirap the first few months to get products out. But then, at the same time, bumili ako ng machine, ng printing machine. So, I got a heat press machine. I got stocks ng t-shirts. So, meron talaga akong nilabas na capital, which was like expensive. And I put it sa likod ng bahay ng parents ko. As in, meron kaming part doon na binubungan namin. Para, kasi it can't be indoors na
Yes.
na parang mainit kasi yung machine eh. So I have to have it somewhere na may hangin, ganyan. So originally, it was placed sa likod ng bahay ng parents ko. And then I would do everything there. From like taking photos. Yeah, ako magpiprint ng mga t-shirts.
Print from everything.
Yeah, so all of the shirts, especially like the first few batches, ako yung nag-heat press noon, ganon.
She knows everything from the start, from
She is the
purchasing.
boss.
She did a one-woman team talaga.
Yes.
But that was so scary because the quality had to be, ako, like, girl, ano bang alam ko sa pag-heat press, di ba? Like, parang, aalamin ko pa yung temperature. Like, parang, okay, ilang temperature naman? 180 degrees Celsius. Ewan ko, hindi ko na maalala. So, it was like, it was scary talaga for me because hindi ko na-realize how hard these things are. Because you think, diba, like, what? You get the t-shirt printed and then you sell it. That's it. But then, when I wanted to cut costs from, diba, if pinaprint ko sa ibang supplier, syempre mas mahal yun. Sabi ko, okay, if I print my own, mas mura siya. But girl, you
But the
paid
stress.
The price was stress.
Yes, the
Your
stress.
time.
Yeah, it was very stressful. And then, syempre, if magkamali ako as a human, di ba? Parang, syempre,
Sa'yo
ayoko
ang
na.
sisi.
Syempre, babalik ko yun. Like,
Oo.
I'll reprint the shirt. I'll send it back. Lugi pa ako. So, may mga ganong moments na, ano ba talaga ang kinikita dito?
Okay. The expensive lesson.
Yeah, it was
pero sa
very
mga umpisa
expensive.
to, of course, Miss Ayin, di ba?
Oo.
Kasi syempre,
Yeah.
eventually naman, things would be better,
Yeah.
matututunan mo. So you would say na ang pinakamahal bang lesson na to sa Morena is the machine, tas nag-pandemic, or meron pang iba?
I guess it's thinking I could do it all by myself.
Okay.
Kasi dapat, I feel like if I were to do it again, inuna ko yung hiring. Kasi eventually, I hired an assistant to help me with the printing. But that was eventually. And part-time pa lang, like every Friday, Saturday lang, ganyan. Hindi ko pa kasi syempre afford ng full-time employee. So, parang, ang hirap. So, I feel like, if I were to do it again, dapat alamin ko na ano ba talaga yung talent ko. It was not t-shirt printing.
Okay.
Like, I would have budgeted na meron akong person na talagang dedicated to just printing, and then I can do the stuff that I'm actually good at. Like maybe I could do the content, the marketing. Pero yung, oh my gosh, yung nag-hit press ako araw-araw. Parang, girl, paano ko na-scale to? Ako lang din yung nagpiprint, diba? So, ang nakakatawa pa dun, if I get a lot of orders, dapat masaya ako.
Yes.
But at the same time, oh my God,
Dami
ilan pa ba?
na.
Kailangan ma-fulfill ko.
Ang dami talaga. So, it's like, when you grow, like, it's even harder. So, diba? But you want to grow. So, how is it going to be sustainable? And that was like the hard lesson for me. Na realize ko, maybe it's not here. maybe my future, my career is not here.
Oh.
So how did that shift?
May ganung realizations.
In between, in the middle of all the
Yeah.
stress and
Mhm.
questioning, shucks, ito ba? Did you pivot right away? Did you slowly, parang steps ulit ba?
Yes.
What happened next? Kumbaga.
Actually, parang ito na yung nagpatong-patong na yung mga side quest ko.
Okay,
Ayan na.
eto na. Umpisa na natin ang
biggest-
side
Pero
quest.
nag-side quest na
Yes.
patong-patong.
In fairness, grabe yung lockdown, ang dami nangyari. Pero one of the things that really changed the trajectory of Morena the Label and also my career was binabaan or nawala ang height requirement ng Miss Universe Philippines.
Yun
And I was
na
like,
nga.
you know what? Di ko talaga inisip. Medyo wala akong pagpaplano, may impulsive decision. But I always knew na I wanted to do pageantry. Kasi fan talaga ako ng pageantry. So,
Mhm.
sabi ko, every year I would say na, pagka walang height requirement, kaya ko rin naman yan. Parang
Ayan.
ganon ang ano ko. So, eventually, they removed the height
Ang
requirement.
lakas niya sa
And then-
universe.
Oo nga eh.
Sabi
Yun lang
ko,
hiningi
game.
So, pag nawala yung height
instant
requirement,
talaga?
wala tuloy yung height requirement.
As in,
Did you sign up
Girl,
immediately?
instant. As in, nakita ko siya sa newsfeed ko, yung poster. I saw the poster. And then, okay, ano yung requirement? Okay, kailangan ng birth certificate, something
Okay.
like that. Like, birth certificate, photos, application form. Basta lahat ng requirements. As in, I stopped everything. Compiled my requirements and then sent an email.
Yun.
As in, like, go. Kung matanggap, go. Kung hindi, go. Whatever.
She's a go-getter.
Binalik ko na yung sa universe.
Oo.
Bahala ka na dyan. Basta
Yes.
nag-submit ako. And then a few months later, I got an email saying na, okay, you can now, we have an interview via Zoom. And I was like,
This is it.
this is it.
Oo.
And then, so I go to the Zoom interview. The following day, they announced me top 100. And I was like, ayun na. Tapos, ayun na. Nagbago talaga buhay ko doon because all of a sudden, I went from TikToker. Kasi nagtitiktok na pala
Okay.
ako.
Oh, yeah.
Nagtitiktok na ako noon. Masipag ako mag-tiktok.
Ang dami ginagawa ni Miss Ayin. Wala
Daming
siyang pagod.
Wala kasi akong
Pandemic
ginagawa
din
pa.
yun
eh.
Lockdown eh. Wala tayong
Mhm.
travel, wala tayong anything. So
Mhm.
parang magpiprint ako ng t-shirt, magtitiktok ako, ganyan, apply sa Miss Universe
Oo.
Philippines.
Ang dami nangyari.
So, ayun, after nun, syempre nagulantang yung mga tao kasi parang,
You didn't
sali
tell
siya.
anyone.
Like, I didn't tell anyone except
my
for a few
gosh.
friends na, actually, si Rika, who's another friend of mine, like, when I applied, she also sent me the same poster. Parang, girl, nakita mo na ba ito mag-apply ka? So, parang she knew, my family knew. But then, on TikTok, parang I would, parang, paramdam na parang,
Mhm.
nagpapasarela din ako. May mga ganun-ganun ako, mga paganda-ganda,
Mm-mm.
thirst trap, ganyan, smile sa camera, but not really confirming anything. But then when it came out, I was like, "Ugh, well, I can't deny it
Well,
anymore.
there you
go.
Well, I guess I did apply.
Oh my gosh. No, did you say, I joined because I know I'm not the beauty standard? Did you actually
I said
have
that.
that?
Yes.
Wow.
Kasi
what
people
was
were
going on
saying,
then?
people were saying na parang, di mo ba alam na hindi ka belong? Like, hindi ka yung prototype.
People
ng-
told you that.
Oh,
People are
yeah,
mean.
A lot.
Syunga ang mga tao talaga. Yes.
Kasi
Mm-mm.
parang, hindi ako prototype of what is typically seen on the beauty pageant
Yung height
stage.
requirement.
Well, height pa lang, di ba? And then, features-wise, you know how most beauty queens talagang plakado, ganyan. Girl, my TikToks before the pageant, hindi talaga ako plakado in any sense. So, I totally understand also why people thought that way. I still understand it. But that was kind of the point for me. You know, I grew
To
up
break the
watching. Yeah, and
standards.
also just know that, there's space for everybody there.
Yes.
And if I can't find someone who looks like me, ako na lang.
Tama.
Sabi, ako
Tinanggal,
na.
tinanggal naman nila yung requirement. So parang at that time, that was really like how I saw it na if I'm not going to see it and merong opportunity for me, why not? Diba?
Oo.
Why not? So like for me, at one point, that became my driving force. Because I knew like what people were saying about me. People were saying na, oh, she looks like a common Pinay. Well, Yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah.
We're Pinoy! Ano ba?
Like that is the point. Especially the more people said it, the more I wanted to be there because I don't want to be the girl who was told na, oh, di ka belong dito. And then I'm gonna be
And then
like,
cries.
okay, di na talaga ako belong. Like, and then what's gonna happen? Every other girl who looks a little bit like me with a round face, na short, alam mo yun, like, then they're not gonna go. Then they're gonna say, si Ayin nga hindi nakapasok or si Ayin nga hindi nag-back out eh. So parang, wait, hindi pwedeng hanggang dito lang yung story ko. Kailangan until the end. I need to see this through. Kasi at some points talaga, I was like, should I just stop? But then, yun nga, I have to see this through. Tapusin ko lang, go. Makaabot ako sa end.
Yes,
that was like
period.
Oh no, so that was like numerous like pep talks sa sarili mo and talking
Every
to
single
your
day,
support,
every single day.
your family
Pero you
and
represented
friends.
well talaga, Miss Ayin. Gusto ko lang
Congrats naman
sabihin.
so much.
I'm
My
not
God.
speaking in behalf of those bashers. Ha? Nakakaloka kayo dyan talaga eh.
Oo.
Baka ma-edit out pa ako dito. Pero eto, dahil napag-usapan natin ang Miss Universe journey a little bit, may expensive bang lessons din na naturo sa yung pagsali mo
Oh
doon?
my gosh. Yes.
Mhm.
So I actually was not prepared for how expensive a pageant
Wow.
is. Which is
Literally
why
we don't talk about
expensive.
that, no?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
That's why I haven't gone again. Girl, the budget.
Oh my gosh.
Mahal
They
pala
don't talk about
sumali.
it so much.
Mahal talaga siya.
Okay.
So I was lucky because when I joined, maingay yung pangalan ko because of
Mhm,
TikTok.
mhm, mhm.
Kaka-TikTok ko. Oh my God. Thankfully, a lot of people wanted to collaborate with me. So mga photographers, videographers, designers,
Yun.
runway coaches. As in like, people reached out to me to help me. Which is like, oh my gosh.
She was
thank God.
guided.
Yeah, even yung gowns ko, I didn't have to pay for them. So, super thankful talaga sa mga fashion designers na nagpahiram sa akin ng damit. But imagine if I didn't have the exposure from TikTok. Girl, ang mahal niya. Ang mahal niya talaga. And the thing is, like, when you...
people pay for that, no? If
Yeah.
no, wow.
But the thing is kasi, when you join a pageant also, you have a contract. You can't endorse anything. You can't do brand deals. Because the pageants already have their own sponsors. So you can't work, basically. Ako,
So it affected your
Oo
TikTok
nga, no?
career din.
actually, buti na lang, this was early on. Kasi
Okay.
early on, konti lang naman yung brand deals ko. Konti lang yung work ko. Wala namang parang nag-hosting ako pero everything was Zoom. So it wasn't so much na it took away from my career. In fact, like, it really propelled me. Pero kasi, kung imagine the year after, I would have to stop working, let go of current contracts, which is hard, you know. So, I would say, like, if somebody was getting into it, sana alam nila yung ganong parts of pageantry na, yeah, you're gonna have to fund a lot of things. Like, isa sa mga na-shock talaga ako,
Okay.
yung everyday damit. Sobrang
Iba-iba.
pasabog everyday.
Hindi,
Ang
kasi
mga
diba
girls.
dati parang ang uso before, jeans and shirt talaga, di ba? Yung mga nagpa-pageant.
Ganun lang kasi yung kinalakihan ko.
Yes.
But
But
then,
now,
andito na tayo sa age of social media na every day, every activity,
Iba ang suot.
pasabog. And, oh my gosh, imagine na, nakabubble kami. Nakabubble kami sa Clark.
Mhm.
Tapos, di pa ganun kalaki yung budget ko talaga, to be honest. I didn't have a lot of resources
Mhm.
when that was going on. And, grabe. Sa online shop ko lang binili yung mga damit ko. Tapos, paglabas ko breakfast, naka-ruffle sila.
Ay, may
yeah.
ganoon!
At some points, like, I didn't even want to go out. Kasi ayoko mapicturean ako kung hindi necessary to go out. I don't want to go out kasi hindi ako nakaayos ng bongga. Alam mo yun? I mean, naka-blouse na maganda, naka-jeans na maganda, but it's not pasabog. And I really, kasi ang mangyayari nun pag na-picturean ka, i-upload sa mga blogs, ganyan.
Tapos pag-uusapan siya agad.
Tapos magkakatabi. Ito yung day
Yes.
one outfit ni Ayin. Ito yung isang candidate. Tapos parang, girl, ayoko nang magmukhang kawawa.
Yes.
So parang, yun yung mga ganun na parang, na-anxiety ako. Parang, ayoko na makita nila ako kasi hindi ako ready. But then, again, like, I was so blessed na people helped me out. Like, I also yung stylist who was in the pageant also was like, "Ay, do you have something to wear for this?" And then they were like, "Do you want to try this out? Do you want to try this out?" Kasi hiniram ko lang talaga. And oh my gosh, like, parang yun yung, alam mo yun, buti na lang there were people looking out for me and who kind of felt what I was going through. Nakaramdam ang mga people around me na hindi naman ako napabayaan, which was like, such a big, big blessing.
Grabe.
Yeah.
Thank you to the angels.
Thank you to
parang
all those
Cinderella ang feeling.
angels.
Yes.
Pati yung interview outfit ko, hiniram ko lang yun eh. I didn't bring it.
Oo.
Kasi everything you have to bring. You bring your gown, you bring your finals, you bring everything. Yung interview outfit ko, I was not prepared for it. But apparently, that was like a big segment. Hindi ko alam na big segment yun. Pinahiram ako ng outfit. And I was like, thank God.
Wow, I feel like those were people who, like, those were the reasons that kind of pushed you versus yung first era of like, with Morena, you're kind of by yourself.
Yeah.
I can
And in
imagine the
this
stress.
era, ang daming mga taong tumulong sa'yo to
And
kind
you know,
of propel that.
I
move.
have to say, kasi parang I feel like pageantry has a reputation of like candidates being pitted against each other. I was so lucky with my batch. Like, I did not feel that at all. In fact, I felt like sobrang nagtulungan kami. Kasi kami lang magkakasama.
Girls silang lahat.
Sobrang saya. As in, sobrang parang, oh, that's nice. Ganito pala yun. Na, you know. Kasi when you're outside, like, online, nung una kasi online lang kami, it kind of felt isolating because you don't know, ako lang ba nakaka-experience nito? Or
pagpatay
like,
ng camera,
what
wala.
about them? Pero, when we were all in the bubble, parang, wow, okay. It's not so bad na pare-parehas kami ng pinagdadaanan.
At least one thing off of her head, di ba? At yung, kasi I can imagine yung stress pa lang dun sa, kahit sabihin sa iba parang outfits lang yan. Hindi kasi dahil recorded lahat, di ba? Before yung sa stage.
And optics.
Yes, i-judge din sila sa everyday na makikita sila, di ba?
And hindi ako ganun ka-conscious to begin with. So parang na-shock ako na parang, talaga pala, ito tinitingnan.
God.
This is it na pala.
Nagulat talaga ako.
Okay.
Wow. How did that entire experience like affect or influence the way you moved on with life as time went on and stuff like that?
You know, actually, a lot of this, I had to unlearn. Kasi parang may part of me afterwards who felt na I had to be on all the time. Na I have to have full glam all the time. Hindi ako makaalis ng bahay without lash extensions. Kailangan lagi naka-heels. Pero wait, hindi naman ako ganito before And medyo nakakapagod siya.
Nagkaroon ng gano'n.
So it's like an extra hour to prep.
So I had to like take a step back and unlearn these things. Na parang, hindi naman kailangan. Like, I'm not a professional contesera. Alam mo yun? Parang, yeah, ako lang naman ako. So, and I realized that I could give myself permission to kind of step away from it and just be my normal self again. And then, yeah, even the way I looked at my body, even the way that I worked out, parang these things I had to parang relearn na, okay, sino ba talaga si Ayin? Sino nga ulit si Ayin? Yeah.
And that's on period. Yun din yung nakita natin sa mga content ni Miss Ayin, di ba? Kasi, of course, if yung marami tayong naging followers, of course, na like nung nagsisimula siya as creator and then nagkaroon ng ingay lalo because of the pageant and then transitioning back to content creation na full-time, madam, full-time na.
Yeah.
How was that process like? Parang, was it easy na nag-unlearn ka na, okay, because of the pageant, I have to unlearn these things. And then sa process na pag-relearn mo sino ka ulit, yun ba yung ginawa mong, eto yung i-share ko sa content? Was that the process?
I guess, ang hirap niya actually at first. The thing is with content, you can be anything you want. You can share anything you want. And then the other side of it is, do I vlog everything? Do I share everything? And at one point, it was so second nature to me to share everything na di ko namamalayan. Wow, documented ang buong buhay ko. Pero eventually after that, I started thinking to myself, especially after, ang dami pa kasing side quest after nun eh. Nag-start pa. Nagka-beauty brand pa.
Okay.
Ako. So my God,
Okay.
hindi pa ako agad-agad nag-full-time content.
Okay.
Yung full-time content ko, eventually na lang yun. Nung na-burn out na ako sa lahat ng side quest ko. Parang, wait, wait lang. I just want to be a content creator. That's all I want to be.
Okay.
And then, when I made that decision na ilalet go ko lahat ng other roles ko, I was like, okay, what do I really want to share? What do I really want to be known for? And I realized it wasn't so much being known by everybody or, kada post ko, ang daming views, ang daming. Parang, actually, now, I really, really appreciate my community a lot more. The people who, very like-minded. And I think as long as I'm creating content for the people who have the same values, who have the same goals, especially, yun, masaya na ako dun. Kasi even though I can't be, parang the personality for everyone and have millions of views all the time, it's enough for me to be talking directly to the people in my community and being able to connect with them. And okay na ako dun. Kasi ngayon, alam mo, yung side quest ko, it's me relearning to love my body, relearning the joy of working out and going on all of these side adventures. And being able to share that and share with people na, guys, alam mo ba, hindi basta nag-30 ka, ibig sabihin, kailangan mo na mag-settle down and meron ka na ito na yung timeline ng buhay mo. Like, you can choose to do other things and you can pursue other things and you can find joy in these things. And parang when I realized na there was so much more fulfillment in that, masaya na ako to kind of just stay in my little circle.
Naging very purposeful. Naging intentional, lalo si Miss Ayin because of the community.
Kailangan din yan because after like achieving such a big dream for your childhood self, parang
after
wow,
like, what next?
Yeah, no?
And it's so scary.
Yes. Wow. So the dream now, kasi we walked through your dreams as a child, which was like creative freedom, to be
the pageant,
to be an artist, and to be a pageant queen, which na-check mo for the most part. Like, creative freedom, all three. So how has the dream changed now? What is it now?
Gosh, isn't that the question?
Wow. Tama dream.
Oo nga. What is the next dream? Honestly, and I posted this parang before, di ba, yung goals like be rich, be may trend na ganun And then the next slide, something traumatic happened. And the next slide, your new dream. Honestly, for me, like the new dream is to just be happy.
Like,
to
be happy,
girls.
To be genuinely happy. Yung totoong masaya. Yes.
Like, I guess I've been so stuck in thinking about the future. I've been thinking about the future my whole life.
Oh my God.
My whole life, I've been planning the next 10 years, the next, when I'm 20, I'll do this. When I'm 25, I'll do this. When I'm 30, I'll do this. Honestly, I didn't plan for my life after 30. And now I realize na I kind of just want to be happy. And whatever that means, especially crafting the definition of my happiness and my success on my own terms, na mas na-realize ko ano ba talagang importante sa akin, ano ba talaga yung na-enjoy ko. And it's not to say na I don't want to be a content creator because, oh my gosh, I love this job. I love the creative freedom pa rin. To this day, I love the creative freedom of being able to wake up and decide, okay, ito yung i-video ko today, ito yung i-edit ko today. Like, that is such a privilege. And for me, that's the thing. I want to be able to approach that privilege with joy every single time. And I never want to take it for granted. Because not everybody gets to do that.
Yes.
So, gusto ko, habang ginagawa ko siya, habang kung gaano man katagal yung meron ako sa industry na to, I want to be happy and proud of the things that I do here. Because I get to choose what I do here. Meaning, nasa sakin yan. So, as long as I'm happy and I'm proud of the things that I do, I think okay na yun for me. And then, whatever comes next, I'll have to figure it out when wala nang nanonood sa akin. And when I get there, I'll figure it out. Feel
Ganun
ko,
naman lagi.
parang marami pa naman akong side quest na pwedeng i-ano. But, yeah. As long as, syempre, maayos ang finances ko.
Yes!
Kasi yun talaga yung biggest concern ko. Parang, especially what I learned the last few years as a content creator, anytime this can be taken away from you, like somebody younger, somebody more viral will come up, and then all of a sudden, parang sometimes
Hindi siya
you
stable
feel like,
talaga.
parang, diba, there's always the fear of, laos na ako, ganyan. And I don't even like saying it out loud because I don't really believe na your value as a creator is just in virality.
Hirap talaga siyang,
parang, I don't think it's really that. But then the fear is always there. So for me,
how do you manage that? The instability.
Oh,
yeah.
Ganon.
Yun, nag-deflate ako ng lifestyle ko. Sobrang nag-deflate ako ng lifestyle ko because I'm operating now from the understanding that I'm not always gonna be so lucky. Like I'm lucky now, but I don't want to assume that this is the level I'll be operating forever. I want to be able to still have the freedom to be like, oh wait, I want to step back. But then if I step back, that means, your opportunities also take a step back.
Yeah.
So that's why I deflated my lifestyle. So more can go to my savings. More of my income can now go to investments. Even though it's like konting interest lang over there. Alam mo yun, like, basta pinapangalagaan ko siya.
Yes.
I don't know,
Yeah.
tomorrow, baka,
We'll never know.
you really never know.
Parang yun
So,
yung yun
what
yung...
if, knock on wood, ma-hack yung account ko? Wag na ba? Knock on wood, diba? Like, it's so scary. So, like, for me, it's just making sure na, para, like, I'm prepared, I'm taken care of yung, like, my life financially, para when I go do my job, I don't approach it with fear. Kasi pagka may fear ka, parang, you always have to, like, more. Kasi nakakatakot, baka mawalan ka eh. But then, now that I've deflated my lifestyle, di na ganun ka-expensive ang ginagawa ko sa buhay. Parang at least, I can sleep at night. I can sleep at 8 p.m.
At 8:30 p.m.
For those, the conversation on deflating the
Yes.
lifestyle has
Gusto ko nga
actually
siya.
been like, we've been talking more. I've been seeing more people talk about it. What does that mean? Let us define it for those maybe hearing it for the first time, and also what does that mean to you? Like, ano yung mga bagay na dineflate mo muna?
Yes.
kasi-
Ano siya before?
Oh. Kasi there's the concept of lifestyle inflation, which is when you make more money, you also spend more money to sustain your new lifestyle. Mas marami ka ng pera, mas social ka na, mas mahal na yung ginagastos mo. And then, at the end of the day, parang hindi nag-grow savings mo, hindi nagaan. Parang more. And for me, lifestyle deflation, ang ginawa ko talaga was take a look at my expenses and my daily life and see ano ba yung ginagastusan ko that actually makes sense versus I only spend on because I feel like my lifestyle demands it. So number one was my apartment. Nag-downsize ako ng apartment ko. I chose a location that's actually closer to my job, but it's like a mid-rise versus a high-rise condo.
Okay.
So it's like half the rent. I pay half the rent now. I don't travel that far anymore. So nakatipid ako sa transportation, nakatipid ako sa rent, nakatipid ako sa madaming bagay actually. Even my electricity is cheaper.
Yes!
Because of that. But yeah, I thought I had to have this like super nice condo. Isa lang naman ako. Ano bang ginagawa ko? Doon natutulog ako, nagluluto, kumakain. Pero I mean, I could make a home out of like a smaller or like more humble space, I would say, or like a more modest space. Pero kasi, I guess before, because I work as a content creator, feeling ko kailangan maganda,
Makita
diba?
siya, yeah.
Kailangan aesthetic, kailangan sobrang, you have to keep up appearances. Ayoko na. Like, ayoko na guys, pagod na ako. Basta masaya to.
Dito tayo sa honest tayo. Okay.
Oo. So, yun, number one, yun yung pinakamalaking shift ko. Kasi ngayon, hindi na ako kinakabahan, di ba? Before, parang isipin ko, okay ba yung
Bayaran
rent
na ulit.
ko? Oo, ito na yung
Cash
rent ko.
naman for
Meron
this,
bang
yes.
fund yung account ka dyan? Meron bang, may pera ba ako pambayad ng rent, di ba? And like, kakayanin. But then the extra pressure. And I don't
Mhm.
I don't want the extra pressure anymore. Gusto ko yung kalma ko. Na parang, good. I'll be fine.
Mhm.
And then another thing was like luxury bags, luxury, well, mostly bags na parang may pressure ako before na, if I attend an event, syempre kailangan nakaano ako
Mhm.
kasi lahat ng tao, social. But now it's like, girl, is it really that important? So
Okay.
parang,
Just invest on ano na lang,
Oo.
pieces na lang. Hindi,
Oo,
wala na ng
yeah.
pressure na like,
Or not
kailangan
even ba?
ganito.
Has that shifted also for
actually,
you?
before kasi, I thought it was a sign of success.
Mhm.
Syempre, if
Ah.
mabili ko to, ibig sabihin, successful na ako.
You made it.
Oo,
Yeah.
she's
Mm.
there.
I mean, parang now, it's not something I yearn for. Kasi before, parang, magta-travel, kailangan meron tayong haul.
Yes.
Kailangan meron tayong pasalubong.
Yes.
Hindi ko alam, like, parang what is that
That's
even?
another conversation
Parang,
on its
bakit
own. Yeah.
kailangan meron akong yung souvenir ko from my trip? Why does it have to be a designer bag?
Yes.
Like,
Mhm.
bakit may ganun akong, hindi ko naman yun iniisip before.
Mm-mm,
Why did I
mm-mm.
learn that when I started making more money?
Mm.
But then I don't want that pala.
Mm-mm.
Parang na-realize ko na I only started doing that because I thought that's what you did, you know? You earn more, you spend more. You can buy things you want. But then, yun nga, like, did I really want that? Or did I just think I needed it?
What was the thought process nun to realize that?
To
'Cause
acknowledge.
Sometimes, 'cause sometimes
Oo.
people don't think, parang how do you get to that point? Na parang
Yes.
gusto ko na talaga to o hindi.
Mm-mm.
Ano ba yung ginagamit kong bag? It wasn't even the expensive ones I bought. And now I'm like, wait, this isn't even functional. Like, okay, I bring this to the airport and my elbow hurts because now I have to bring it like this. Like,
Hindi
why?
ka siya maganon.
Like, why did I
Okay.
pay this much to suffer? Like, I'm suffering right now.
Oo.
Like, di
Okay.
talaga siya nag-make sense for me. And, of course, like, I guess the biggest turning point for me was when I took a step back from content creation.
Mhm.
And ultimately, when you take a step back, your income also takes a step back. Parang napaisip ko,
Napareflect
Wait.
siya.
bakit yung shelves ko? This should be in my savings account
Uh-huh.
right
Oh,
now. But I bought
But
it
I
all.
just-
And now, kinakabahan na ako. Like, why? Why did I do this to myself? So after nun, I realized, wait, I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna do this right this time. I let go of all my other roles. I was like, okay, I'm gonna focus on being a content creator full time. But I want to do this right. Like, whatever I earn, I have to see that as money that I'm lucky to have.
Yes.
You know? And I don't want it to go somewhere that I impulsively
Mhm.
spent on. I don't want it to go somewhere that I don't truly
Mhm.
cherish. Kasi hindi ko sure gaano to katagal. So, ngayon, when I do something, it's like, I have other priorities. I never
Yes.
say na wala akong pera for that. Wala akong pera. Kasi that's not
Yes.
true.
Mhm.
Like, hindi sa wala akong pera for that. But, meron akong ibang pinaglalaanan.
Yan.
And that's how I've learned to rephrase
Mhm.
and like change my relationship with spending and money na. It's not that I can't afford it because I want to always have that feeling of security na, yes, I can afford it if I wanted to.
Mhm.
But then, do I want to?
It takes a lot of
Yeah.
maturity to acknowledge yung mga ganon. Pero, Miss Ayin, di ba nung bata ka, you love creative freedom.
Yes.
But now, syempre, meron na tayong mga real-life problems and we need
yeah.
financial freedom.
Oh, yes.
So how do you think mababalance ang creative freedom? Or how do you balance creative freedom and financial freedom? Or at least going to that goal na magka-financial
Yeah.
freedom?
I guess that's why, parang when I was my first job, those were the two things I wanted. Kasi how can I have creative freedom
Mm.
if alipin ako ng salapi? Diba?
True,
Like,
okay.
that's not
Mhm.
real freedom, I would say. But it's being more smart and intentional with my finances for sure.
Mhm.
Because no matter how much money you earn, kahit gaano ka pa successful, if you are a slave to your impulses, hindi ka truly free, you know? So now, being able to look at my numbers, number one. Like, it's so important for me to look at all of my
Hinaharap mo
numbers.
siya
Na hinaharap
talaga.
mo siya. Kasi before, gagastos ako. Natatakot ako tignan.
Oh, no!
Natatakot ako
Okay.
tignan kung ano yung ginastos ko. Kasi
Okay.
parang, wait, that's a lot. Like,
Oo.
Huwag niyo ipakita sa akin.
alam mo yun, parang may kaba ako.
Yeah.
But then, I have to be very, very honest with myself. Ano ba talagang status ng finances ko? Ganyan. Ano ba talagang ginagastos ko? Like, hindi ako naging, like, I'm not super
Luho.
or frugal. Like, I'm not super frugal in the sense na wala na akong binibili for
yes,
na talagang,
yes.
alam mo yun, guarded lahat. But, I would say na, at least now I know where I stand at all times. Like, at night, I will log, okay, ilan na ba? Per
Okay,
so,
check.
okay.
And
Yes,
it's okay
just-
naman.
Yeah, and I also like separate my accounts for the different expenses that I have.
Ooh.
So like my rent is one fund, my business expenses like salary, rent ng office ko, that's in one fund. And then another one, yung emergency fund ko, that's completely separate. And then I just have one account that's for my fun.
Personal.
Like my personal.
Your
Yes,
happy
of course you have to
Yeah.
have that.
So parang wala
There's a
na
happy
akong,
dream.
Yes.
Yeah, and inuuna ko, like when I get paid, I will,
Save agad.
parang
Yan.
pinaportion ko siya into percentages na, okay, this goes to rent, that's always like 30%, and then 20% goes to this, and then yung natira, I'll keep it in that account. And then, okay, I can afford it. Because it's the money, it's the number on that fun account.
The fun account.
Was
Yeah.
that something you've always done? Or recently na to? Na
No.
parang expensive lesson din
Not
siya.
at all.
Expensive lesson.
It was an expensive lesson because napaisip ako nung time na kumikita na ako ng maayos. Ba't parang kinakabahan pa rin ako tumingin ng ATM ko when I don't wanna feel that way anymore. Like, I wanna be able to travel without nanginginig ako sa ATM na mag-check ko ng balance. Ba't
Meron pa
ganon,
ba
diba?
to?
So, na-realize ko, natutunan ko na out of sight, out of mind. So, pag nabayaran ako, go. Pupuntahan na kayo sa kanya-kanya.
Very
yung-
responsible
your
na.
house.
Yes.
Yeah, doon na kayo, di ko na kayo titignan.
Okay.
Because that's not my money to play around with anymore. That's the responsible part of me for my future self.
Yes.
Parang kalma siya.
Para ito-thank ako ng future self ko. Yes.
I love it.
It pays to do that.
Was there a shift that happened that made you have to like face that talaga?
Oh yeah. Like I almost bought a condo. And I almost
That's huge.
Yeah, that was huge. And I almost lost a lot of money. Kasi
What was that like? Bakit naging almost siya? What was the realization na, okay, hindi ko muna to itutuloy?
Oh my God, girl. I just thought, I was coming
part
from a
of
good
this?
place. Like I was in a good place
Mhm.
financially. And I was like, great. I did the math. Na parang, okay, kung ito yung monthly payments ko and then there's a lump sum after 1 year, okay, I could afford it if I keep this up. If I keep working at this level, I could pay it all. But girl, it was not sustainable. That's what I failed to realize. Just because
Hindi
there's
nasama sa math yun.
like just because there's money in your account right now does not mean it's gonna be the same amount, especially as a freelancer.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that it's the same amount every single month, every single year. Like, it's a big investment. And then dumating ako sa point na after a year, I was looking at my lump sum payment. I was like, if I pay this, no going back.
Oo,
No
that's a big
going
commitment.
back. And at the same time, as in, sisimutin ko talaga yung, savings ko. Tapos parang, ayoko na.
Okay.
So
At
after
least
nun,
nakapag-reflect siya.
doon talaga ako
Oo.
nag-reflect. Ayoko
Mm-mm.
talaga na maging ganun na siya.
Oh my God.
At least nakapag-reflect siya doon.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, it ends here. I need to make some changes. And I did. Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking expensive lessons. Ang
Yes.
daming
Oo.
pinagdaanan. But I think kasama lang talaga siya sa process of becoming.
Yes.
So now for our next segment.
Oh yes, we are ready for Miss Ayin, di ba?
Mm-mm.
So ang gagawin natin ngayon, Miss Ayin, para kaming si Tito Boy Abunda.
Oh, per.
Yes, mag-rapid fire tayo. And ang sasabihin mo lang is worth it
Worth it.
or hindi na uulitin.
Okay.
Yes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
This episode of Worth It Ba is brought to you by Salmon. Life is full of big decisions, career moves, big purchases, and everyday financial choices. That's why having the right financial tools can make a difference. With the Salmon app, Filipinos can access helpful features like credit, savings, and convenient payment options, all in one place. If you're looking for smarter ways to manage your finances and plan your next big move, visit salmon.ph/app to learn more. Salmon, helping you make smarter financial decisions.
Worth it bang mag-trust your gut lang?
Di na uulitin.
Babalikan natin yan agad-agad. Okay, mamaya pa lang.
Worth it bang patulan ng basher sa TikTok na nagsasabing hindi ka naman beauty queen material?
Di na uulitin.
Worth it bang sumubok ng ibang bagay sa life kahit may expectations na yung tao sa'yo?
Oh, worth it.
Yes!
Worth it bang sumali sa pageant kahit hindi pasok sa standards ng tao yung height mo?
Worth it.
Pak! Worth it bang isugal as marketing budget ang huling ipon mo?
Hirap nito.
Oh.
Di na uulitin.
Yes!
Worth it bang umalis sa stable job para mag-focus sa self-advocacies?
Parang binibigyan natin ng crisis si Ate Ayun dito.
Kasi ayoko nun eh. I'm a very safe, calculated
Okay.
risk taker.
Respect.
Di gagawin.
Okay. Pwede natin yan balikan mamaya.
Oo.
I-explain natin yan. Worth it bang gumastos sa self-care kapag burnout ka?
Worth it.
Okay.
And finally, worth it bang mag-share freely sa social media about the things that you've learned?
Worth it.
Yes. And the $1 million question, of course.
After everything you've been through.
Worth it ba?
Worth it. Sobrang worth it.
Yes! I love it. Pero hayaan natin mag-explain si Ate Ayin
Oo,
sa
for
mga
some
hindi
of
niya
those
uulitin. Umpisa natin sa item number 1. Si number 1 is worth it bang mag-trust your gut
Ooh.
lang? Bakit hindi na uulitin?
What are things you would consider?
Mhm.
Your gut can be so wrong sometimes. You know? Especially if kulang ka sa experience, kulang ka sa information, kulang ka sa knowledge. Possible na yung gut mo is wrong.
Oh, yes.
So, I would always recommend to do heavy research. Especially the more risk you're taking, the more money you're putting out
Mhm.
there. Always do your research. Your gut is not enough. You know?
Okay.
Parang isio nga, no? Kung hinayaan
Hindi lang
kayo-
pwedeng gut.
Kung inasa sa gut yung malaki niyang condo expense,
Oo. Baka mamaya sakto yung gut nyo, sumakit lang pala yung tiyan nyo nun. O,
Yeah,
nasakto.
tsaka diba, meron tayong brain, but natin
Yes.
iaasa sa gut.
Yes!
Use our brain.
I love that.
Pinapataman ba ako, Miss Ayin? Ako ba rin? Okay,
And
si item number 2, nag hindi na uulitin din dun si Madam.
Patulan ng basher sa TikTok na nagsasabing hindi ka naman beauty queen material.
Kakapagod eh. Like, now, pasok sa one ear, out the other.
Yes.
Parang, yeah, I mean, alam ko na naman, kilala ko naman sarili ko. I mean, people are free to think what they want.
Mhm.
It's not for me to debate anymore. Basta, go.
I-block nyo na lang agad.
It's not her conversation to
Yeah,
have
go
anymore.
lang.
Mhm.
Peace of mind is so underrated.
Yes.
I love.
Eto, hindi na rin uulitin si
Hindi nga gagawin
Hindi
pa
na
nga
gagawin.
eh.
Si,
Di ko
Number
gagawin,
6 ba?
period.
Was that yung umalis
may
sa
number 5
stable-
din siya.
Was that umalis sa stable job para mag-focus sa self-advocacy? Or isugal as marketing?
Si Isugal din, yes. Isugal as marketing budget ang huling ipon.
Ah, yes.
You
I
said,
said
hindi
hindi
uulitin.
I think sobrang important ng emergency fund.
Yes.
Dapat never siya mazi-zero,
Mhm.
ever. So, even if, halimbawa, I wanna spend on something like a marketing budget, I would find a way to earn that first,
Mhm.
and then I'll spend it. Pero kung yun na yung last, no.
Yes. Okay.
Well said.
That is
Perfectly
very, very
said.
clear. And si number 6.
Oo, which is yung umalis sa stable job para mag-focus ka sa self-advocacies.
Hindi ko
Personal.
gagawin.
Hindi yan
I
gagawin.
never did it
Mhm.
because even up to the point na I was earning on social media already, I still had other sources of income because I really believe that our economy is so volatile and also freelance life is so volatile. So it's better to always have a backup plan. And if you were to go to that point, okay, I'll put my eggs in one basket. It better be a sturdy basket. It better be made of concrete.
Yes.
So I don't recommend ever leaving stability just for something you haven't fully fleshed out yet. So like you can slowly start it. Do it, like play the long game. Play the long game.
I love that you clarified that, no? Kasi siguro some people think that you just like made that jump into the unknown.
It seems so romantic, di ba? I'll leave my 9 to 5. Wag.
Tapos bukas nagutom na siya.
Wag muna.
So kung halimbawa kung gusto niyo naman na talaga alisan, at least dapat prepared kayo. Sabi nga ni Miss Ayin, meron kayong backup or at least I don't know, nakaipon kayo ng ilang buwan na kahit kung hindi nyo pa ma-figure out agad, buhay kayo ng ilang buwan. Again, in this economy.
Yeah.
Ganda. I appreciate this conversation with you. Thank you for sharing these things.
Yes.
I mean, there are a lot of things you've already shared online, but I appreciate you sharing this here. Iniisip ko, we were talking a lot about the dreams that you've made come true. And like, ano yung parang price of your dreams that you paid na parang were worth it. Like, we talked a lot about expensive lessons pero ultimately, parang what was that thing that you didn't anticipate would happen that you'd have to pay that toll for reaching your dreams, but like,
it's worth it.
Trying publicly. It's so hard to do, especially when you set out to do something and then everybody can see it, can watch you fail, watch you get rejected. It's very, very hard. But it's so worth it because that's the only way forward, especially in this line of work. The only way to like creative freedom and financial freedom is putting yourself out there and betting on yourself.
Yes.
And I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to do this lifestyle. You can't do it half-heartedly. You say it with your chest. You put yourself out there and it really is worth it.
Oh, I love that. And you had this advocacy of like yung putting yourself out there as a Morena, making that space for all the Morena girls. That was through Morena the label, through your children's book even, and like the space, carving that space as a beauty queen as well. So what is Morena Pride for you now compared to when you started out?
Ang ganda naman.
I guess when I started out, it was very loud because I had to say it because it wasn't a conversation that was being had a lot. So I was very direct and straightforward about it. But I guess now how I feel about it is it's being able to live life on my terms and being able to exist in my skin without the fear of being judged or the fear of being rejected. Now, just being able to pursue triathlon and training under the sun so much, that is so empowering to me. And I only hope that by doing my life the way I do it, I hope people can see now, I can be having fun. I can have fun. I can be brown. I can be dark. I can be tan and enjoy it without fear of being perceived a certain way. And it's just nice. It's freeing. And I hope every Morena feels that freedom in our skin. Kasi deserve naman natin to be able to pursue those things.
You are just as beautiful. Diba? Tsaka hello, mga Pinoy tayo. Ano ba? Why, nagagalit na naman ako. Kumindot na naman si Anger. So, eto madam, kasi now we are talking 30s, diba? Kanina actually guys, nag-uusap-usap na kami. Tas medyo meron para kaming crisis na mga trentahin dito. But I'm so happy na in your 30s, you've achieved a lot. And I know you would do more. Kasi gano'n naman lagi kapag strong women, of course, you are meant to be successful. Pero how would you converse to Ayin na 20 na ang daming sinide hustle, ang daming tinry, ang daming na experience? Do you have any message for that Ayin na nagka-crave pa ng adventure in life?
Honestly, at that time, she was doing fine. Because wala akong concept of may kulang or merong wala sa akin. or kawawa ako or in any sense. In fact, I had so much fire in my 20s to prove myself, to chase my dreams. And if anything, I would just tell her thank you because that fire allowed me to get to this point. And sometimes I think she had it figured out. She has it figured out a lot more than I do now.
Aw.
And, that kind of bravery is something that I want to relearn, that audacity to just go after things. I would say thank you because she really brought me here.
That's true.
Miss Universe ko yan.
Oo, ganda.
Share ko lang.
I love it. Ang daming nangyari. And thank you to 20-year-old Ayin who tried publicly, really tried hard, her hardest, no? And gets may mga new things that you're figuring out now. It's a new dream. It's figuring out the new dreams. What is it to be happy while also being able to sustain that happiness, no? Now, thank you so much. Grabe. For our listeners who are curious to jump in and see your journey now, what can you say that they can look out for? I guess?
Ooh, for those of you guys who want to see me navigate the rest of my 30s and just, life lessons, what it means now to be like navigating this new chapter in my life. I talk a lot about self-development and same thing, just a different era. My socials are at Ayin Bernos and I hope na may mapulot pa rin kayo sa akin even though it's like a different side of me now.
Yeah,
we're excited to see that and grow with you as well.
The best guest for this topic, di ba? Parang ikaw yung boss mo sa buhay mo, di ba? Of course, we have the best guest again. Palakpakan natin si Miss Ayin!
Thank you.
Para tayo mas araneta bigla.
But I appreciate the important talaga yung conversation natin today. Especially like creating those fantasies. Yung mga like ang daming
I can
hirap.
make it.
Ang daming hirap behind all of that. But it's all worth it. It's all part of it. Kasi paano ka pupunta doon if you don't think about all the little sacrifices, the tolls that you have to pay sa toll booth ng pangarap natin. And kung gusto nyo na i-manage ng tama ang funds nyo so that you'll be able to fund and actually live your dream. Because we gotta be realistic. We still need the money as tools to be able to reach our dreams. So buti na lang we have Salmon here to help you navigate these big adulting stages, these big choices.
Yeah. So sa mga ka-enough namin dyan kasi wala pa rin tayong tawag sa mga listeners natin. Mga ka-enough, mga ka-worth it. Mga worthy. Mga worthy.
Yun pala, ang dami mga pala nun.
Okay. So sa mga worthy natin dyan, guys, please check out the Salmon app for smarter financial moves and download it at salmon.ph/app.
Yes, para sa mga morena, sa dreamers, yung mga hindi pasok sa standards na sinasabi ng mga tao, para sa inyo to. After all the noise.
And all the expensive lessons.
Worth it ba?
Worth it ba? Ewan ko. What?
I think it very much is worth it.
Yes, and welcome to
Worth It
Ba? Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye, mga worthy. Wow.
Life is really just a series of decisions. Some amazing, some questionable, but every single one teaches you something. This has been Worth It Ba with Erica Lucas and Joelle. The views and opinions shared in this podcast are based on the personal experiences and perspectives of the hosts and guests. These conversations are meant for storytelling, reflection, and entertainment purposes only. They should not be taken as professional financial, legal, or life advice. At the end of the day, every decision is personal, so always consider your own situation before making one.